Hello, my name is Anthony Ogugu. Today I'm going to be doing the sheep brain video for the class. I'm going to start with the frontal lobe, and this is parietal lobe right in front there. This is the occipital lobe, this side. To the side here is the temporal lobe, and the temporal lobe does have a lateral sulcus that kind of separates it from the parietal lobe here. So a sulcus right here. And I want to quickly say that there is the longitudinal fossa that separates the right hemisphere from the left hemisphere here. So we have those two there. Here is our cerebellum. And just quickly, I'm going to turn this over. You have the spinal cord here, and our first bump here is the medulla oblongata right here, and the next hump there is the pons. Okay, I want to quickly go up here and identify the olfactory bulbs. There's two olfactory bulbs right here, and the olfactory tracts goes down here. Usually have an X here, and the two X here. When it goes up this way, would be the octave nerves going up here, but going down this way is olfactory tracts. And then the middle of this hub here, the X hub here, is the optic chiasm right there. Okay, and I want to move on to some of the cranial nerves and the optic nerves. This is not very visible here, but from looking at this, you see that the oculomotor is this nerve right here. Oculomotor is the nerve right here. Abducens is the nerve right here, abducens nerves. And right here you have right here around the corner here, you have the trochlear, and then right above it there, superior to that, is the trigeminal nerves right there. Okay, let me turn over to the superior part here. I like to pull this down. If you pull this down, you'll notice there are about four different hubs here. All four different hubs here in the middle brain. This is the superior colliculi, and you have the superior colliculi and the inferior colliculi, the right and the left, and the entire area is corporal quadrigemina, the entire area. At this time, I'm going to look at the surgical section of the brain. I'm going to open it right up. Okay. surgeon or a surgical section of the brain. Um, Here is the callosum, corpus callosum, and at this end of it is the fornix, and right here is a little inway. It's like a door in there. This is the lateral ventricle, And if you move down here, it's a little circle right here. This is a thalamus, and another smaller circle here is a pineal body. And if we go down this way, right here, this little hub here, this is our cerebral pedicle. And then this is our pond here, right here, and of course you have the medulla oblongata here. Okay, and if you go down this track and you have this indented part, this takes you to the fourth ventricle. And up here, you'll notice there are some white and gray matters here, and the tree-like kind of thing here. This is the arbor vitae. I think the word vita means life. So the arbor vitae is a tree-like. Okay, the tree-like arbor vitae. I want to quickly, let me take the other section here. I want to quickly point to the corporal quadrigemina. It's right there, and attached to the corporal quadrigemina there, you will notice the superior colosine, the superior colliculum here, right there in that region. Before I round up, let me just go back here. Like I said earlier, the frontal loop, the parietal loop, or occipital loop, and then you have the temporal loop. Of course, you have the gyros. This gyros, you have multiple gyros there, and in between you have the sulcuses. They are ridge-like all over the place. They have sulcuses. There was another thing that I need to point is if you were to put this through here, the little hole here, insertion here, this will be hanging on the pituitary glands, so it's right in there. With this, I conclude the presentation for today. Thank you.